We made it.
Here we are.
We finally made it. I mean, it was a trial. I was ready to go at 6, and then all of a sudden, it just got weird.
And we were in the desert for 40 goddamn years. And now we're here, you know?
All right, you guys. So
Corners.
Oh, yeah. I'll do this.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, hi.
All right.
Hello. Look at all the fun peeps in the room. Hi.
So for those of you guys who are not watching this live, sorry, we're going to try to get through the episode as fast as possible. Those of you who are watching this live, we will be looking at the comment section at the end of the video. So you guys are going to have to talk amongst yourselves until we get there because we want to get through this video to honor those who are not watching this live. Oh, I didn't even introduce my co-host. I just assumed you know who she is. Hey, this is my friend Chris Farah. Say hi, Chris.
Hi, it's me, Chris Farah.
She can be found here on YouTube at Chris Farah. She can also be found on Instagram and Twitter as Chris L. Farah.
It's true.
Yes, great. All right, so she's going to be my co-host for this inaugural episode of 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days, Season 3, Episode 1. It's called like Crazy Love or something like that.
Crazy in Love, like Beyonce. Na 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 na.
I'm in the band of mine now, standing right now.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, it was that.
We should have choreographed.
So if you guys are watching this live right now and in the comment section, you really want to get a comment through, you can do a super chat and that way it'll pop out to us and we'll be able to read it. Otherwise, we are not looking at the comment section.
What comment section?
Exactly. All right, you guys, so let's jump into this first couple. This is going to be kind of a roundabout talking about all of these people because there's so much to unpack. It was an amazing 2 hours of television. Just so amazing. It was, how amazing was it, Chris?
I mean, we were so happy we were watching together because it was so amazing. We forgot something huge. We forgot something so huge that's how good the episode was that it didn't even cross our mind.
Yeah, and tell them what that is.
That the entire episode happened with no Angela and Michael.
Baby.
Michael! Where were you, Michael?
I went down the street for my friend, with my friends.
And why did she have to give you a blowjob there, Michael?
Just maybe anyway, so we missed them, and we were
like, there was no Angela and Michael. That's how good the episode was. That we were like, oh my god, 2 hours went by. We then once were like, where are they coming? How come no preview about them yet?
Yep. So let's jump right in to these couples that are here right now that we did get to. So the first couple the first person, let's say not couple yet. The first person that we're going to run into, or the first person, I wish I could edit. Anyways, the first person that we spoke to or we saw was Rebecca. She's 47 years old from Georgia, and she is a private investigator. Do you remember what her favorite thing to do about private investigating?
Honey, she loves to bug a car. Not bug a car.
A car?
She loves to put a GPS
She loves to bug
on it. She loves to find my friends, but for the car, honey. She likes to see where you going.
Put that GPS on the car.
She likes to roll with the car and put it there herself. It gives her a thrill.
Chris is giving you a lot of face. She's like moving in close.
Because you can't edit. So I'm just like, if you're like, da-da.
Oh, that's what's happening. Okay, so when we want to do like a close-up, we got to go like this. Okay, great. So a little bit about Rebecca. She says that she falls fast and hard in love. She's been married 3 different times. The first 2 were just ordinary Americans, but the third was a Moroccan whom she went to Morocco to meet and then did what?
Brought him on a
visa. She married him.
Oh, yeah.
She married him.
Oh, yeah. I don't know exactly how you're going to go, but yeah. He came to America, honey, and then guess what she did? Her favorite thing. Wow, what's her favorite thing to do?
Her favorite thing to do is put on filters and sit in front of ring lights.
God damn, but we're not doing this right. Her favorite thing to do is put a goddamn GPS on a car. I keep saying that.
Oh.
And so she does. She puts a GPS on his car, the brand new Moroccan, and then finds out that he's cheating on her.
Yeah, he cheats on her.
Yeah.
So she ends up divorcing him, and I guess it's, her and her friend have taken
Melanie.
I have no idea. I didn't even know her name. Good call. Mm-hmm. Melanie, and Melanie helped her put the pieces of her life together. I have a question though. I want to know, where is this ex-husband? Is he still in the US? Is she still now owing for him because she's his sponsor. But we did find out at the end of the episode that she's actually not divorced from him. So that's a little bit of information. She's not divorced from him, and she's already like trolling Facebook looking for new people.
Here's my information, or here's my question to you. In order to like get someone deported, as we've seen, because we know the process, we know that she's sponsoring him. In order to get someone deported, doesn't she have to divorce him? Because so the fact that she hasn't even divorced him means that he's
still there, and she's like now going on another dumb adventure with somebody, and it's just like bananas, like bananas. This is how she knows. Like this is a grown 47-year-old grandma. Could you imagine being I listen, no judging and no shade to those of you who are 47-year-old grandmas, because I have a cousin who was a 34-year-old grandfather because he had his kid at 14 and she had a kid at like 17, maybe not 34, but he was in his 30s. He was in his 30s when he was a grandparent. But like, that means she became a grandparent at like 43 because that little kid in the shot looked like he was at least 4 years old. I'm barely going to probably be a parent at 42.
Yeah.
She's lived a whole life that I have not even dipped a toe into. And then she's on national television crying over a 26-year-old man from Tunisia who all he says to her to convince her that he loves her is, "I love you so much. Oh my God. I love you. I love you more. For you, my life. You are all mine. I love you so much. Really, me too. I want to kiss you, baby." That, and she's like, I can tell he really means it. And also because of all the emojis he sent, Chris, like emojis. Like
she, for some reason, thinks the fact that he puts a lot of emoji means that he feels all of them. Like she really sincerely feels like every time he gives her like a heart emoji, he doesn't give her like a heart eye emoji like one, he gives her like 7, that he's sitting there like ding 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 ding, just like feeling everything. Like no, he's just like, I haven't seen you in so long. Right, but he's really just typing like, nice to see you. Go back to what I usually use on the recent keyboard of emoji. Easy push.
Like, it is just so crazy that she's falling for somebody based on emojis and then crying on TV about it. Mm-hmm. All right. Another weird thing about her house.
Oh, so many things. How do we stop? Okay.
What's the weirdest thing about her house to you?
I think the weirdest thing about her house is the fact that she has like so many pictures of them already. Like she has pictures of her and him in the same frame. They've never met. So it's like she's like copy and pasted like a picture of her in a filter, not a real picture of her, and a picture like a selfie of him. And then like, we were side by side once, but no, just kidding. Just in this frame. Like that's, and then also her hair. I know you said home, but her hair is every which way, all the colors of the rainbow, like Skittles hair, you know?
It is all over the place. Except for in her confessionals, she looks great. I actually think she's cute as a fucking button.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, this woman, I enjoy this. She's really, really cute. Mm-hmm. Okay, so she has a mug with his face on it, and it's not even a good picture of him. He's like this on the...
Yeah, it's one of his selfies. She's obsessed with like a selfie of him. Like she's like a dreamy, like matinee. I like his big green eyes, like Leonardo DiCaprio lips. Like it's like how I was with Leonardo DiCaprio when I was 13. He was Romeo and Juliet, which I was just like, you are the most beautiful thing, you know. But I'm not 47, you know. Yeah. Like wasn't then. I'm not it now. I'll never be it.
Leonardo DiCaprio will always Leonardo DiCaprio will always look like Arnie Dirty in the Tree to me. I can't get it out of my face. What's eating Gilbert Grape? Him being dirty in a damn tree. That's what's eating him. Okay. So the next thing, she meets with her daughter. She meets with her daughter and her son-in-law, Micah. Yeah. She goes out to this place called Twin Peaks where the girls are just wearing the craziest.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah.
So you can barely see it. It's a one moment in the entire scene, and I caught it. There's a waitress that walks by who's got that red checkered like picnic cloth.
Or Italian. Yeah.
And then like from here all the way down to her hips, it's not high-waisted. She's got like Dickie shorts. So they're like khaki colored shorts with a very special accessory.
Glittery as West Hollywood Pride Day, rainbow Lisa Frank, some sort of belt.
It's like silver glitter belt. And I'm just like, what establishment? What kind of establishment is Twin Peaks?
Yeah.
Like weird, not Hooters, but like they're dressed weird. I don't know.
It's like Jessica Simpson went to Claire's, got like Jessica Simpson and Daisy Dukes. Jessica Simpson went to Claire's, got this like thing for it, like some sort of backpack situation or like naps or belt thing. And then the other thing is like, I wonder why the producers didn't show a lick of the waitress like coming in, because we often see waitresses coming in and being like, so any drinks? Yeah. Like, and then like the mom would be like, I need one, and the waitress would be like, oh, okay. And the daughter would be like, yeah, mom's gonna go meet some guy, and the waitress would be like, oh, okay, I'll get your drinks. You always have those scenes. We could have had that scene.
And we didn't have it. I think it's because the daughter was pissed. The daughter is there having this, it's weird that she looks better than her daughter or younger. Like she just looks more like alive than
that daughter must look like her father.
And so it was just interesting. But yeah, so the daughter is there with her husband and they're just like basically like, you don't know this is gonna work out. Remember the thing you just ended, not really have ended, but should have ended a year ago? That thing is still in our minds and we can't.
You're not actually divorced. So
yeah. Also, you're not making any sense that you're gonna do this again. Like, why would you be going on this same path and so sure that this person loves you? It's crazy. And she's just like, I can't even give my kids reassurances because it could happen again. But I'm so certain that he loves me and I love him.
Why?
Why
are you so certain? How?
How and why? Oh, we're going for it. How? And like the fact is he works for a TV station, making certain that I guess certain shows have an audience, and now it's in the off season, which I was like, how is TV ever in an off season? Maybe it's a show. And like, he's in the off season, so he doesn't have a job right now, I guess, or something. I don't know.
Every time I love the fact that the son-in-law is like, you have to think about like that he's not who he is. She's like, don't say that.
Yeah.
Don't even say that to me.
I just want to be happy. It's like like Darcy being like that too.
Oh, honey, it's a type. There's a type for this show.
Yeah, let's just move on. Let's move on to Darcy.
Right.
Since we said it. All right. So the next couple that we're going to talk about is Darcy, or the next person we're going to talk about is Darcy. Darcy is our old fave. She is just like, you never loved me.
Yeah.
Get out of my life.
Yeah.
That Darcy.
Darling Darcy.
She's back looking cute as fuck. Her and her twin sister, Stacy, who is dating a guy from like Budapest or something, who she's been with for 3 years and Darcy has never met. So I'm like confused as to I don't know why they're not on 90 Day Fiancé.
They're gunning for this. Listen, give me a money situation. A bet. Give me a Vegas. Give me something. Situation. I bet you this show is priming them for their spinoff about their loves of their guys. And they're living in this house together with their kids. And it's all about how they have to keep the kids from like not knowing all of their crazy drama, and they get drunk together and then let the kids have to see it. But we don't see that. Like, but listen, if Family Day Chantel then can happen, then Family Day Darcy and Stacy can happen.
And I will be watching neither, but recording them so that they can get some help, so they can get some like clout. Okay, so
you wouldn't watch Darcy and Stacy's reality show?
No, I couldn't. I wouldn't have time to watch it. The Darcy antics the whole time would just get on my nerves. I'd want to punch her because she doesn't make good decisions.
Well, at that point, she told me to get eyelash extensions. If you have your own show, you get eyelash. You don't have time to get the house of lashes anymore. You're always there.
And get them permanently
there.
Like, just so that you don't have one hanging and like flying in the wind.
You don't want that.
Especially doing your confessional, girl.
Oh.
Okay, we're back. So Darcy has met this guy named Tom. They have been talking for about 4 years because when they first met, she was in a relationship. And then when they started talking again, she was in a relationship with Jesse. And now it's time and it's meant. And he's her Prince Charming. And she is just as delusional as she was. And she was crying this whole episode because she's like, I deserve love. She cries in the bowling alley with her daughters. She probably cries over pasta. I remember when they came home and she was like, it's Italian night or whatever. I'm sure she was at that table crying. Mm-hmm. Like she just feels everything in the depths of her soul and is always crying.
Yeah, she's the emojis.
Yeah.
She's who, what's her face thinks the other guy is. God bless. I'm bad at names.
She is what's her face. She's who what's her face thinks
the other guy is.
If you guys know what she's talking about, go ahead and leave a comment.
Okay.
Like that we're not looking at.
Is that her name? Audrey.
I don't know. I don't know. Are you talking from this show or just in life?
The emojis. Zed. His name is Zed.
Zied?
No, Zed.
Zied, that's his name.
Zied?
No, Zied.
Zied. Okay.
26-year-old Tunisian?
Tunisian. Okay, yeah. Zied. Yeah.
That was the thing. Didn't know what was happening. Okay, so she says that Tom is her knight in shining armor, and then we have this scene where she is. I'm skipping over. Oh no, I'm not going to skip over it. Lip bar. What is it called? Where do they go? The
lip doctor, honey.
Oh yeah, they end up going to the lip doctor, and they have this like fantastic high boot walk with like white furs, and I was just like, yes, sis. Yeah,
they're feeling themselves some power with the sisters together.
Yeah, so they go in there and they get things done to this part and this part, and then they do some like extreme sucking of something out of the belly. I don't know what it is, but
cool laser. It was like some sort of like they said cool sculpting technique, but like they, I
mean, basically what it is pain is beauty, and then she cries there as well.
Yes,
holding. She's like, I'm never letting a man treat me the way that Jesse treat me.
I feel your pain because I'm your twin.
Yeah. I'm an empath and I feel your pain.
Right there. Your pain.
And then after that, she goes and she has a FaceTime with Tom and she's like, so how are you going to pick me up from the airport? Like, what are we going to do? And Tom is like,
English one. Like, okay. I'm going to send you a call. No, I'm not going to pick you up. No. I'm going to send you a driver. He's going to pick you up. And the reason why is because I hate that breath. And I imagine you after a long flight. I mean, I can only imagine what's in that mouth. It must sound like a zombie.
Oh, that makes sense. Mouth. That makes sense. That's actually better. I prefer that because that's different than what I had the last time when someone met me at the airport with roses. This person wants to get me a car and so I can freshen up and be beautiful for them. I love it. I love it so much. He's like the perfect man. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, this fool doesn't want to actually come and see you after 4 years of never meeting you because he wants you to freshen up and like wash your mouth out with Listerine. Like the airports don't have a fucking bathroom that you could just brush your teeth real quick.
Yeah.
Like he's like, no, I don't want to see off the plane you. I want to see dolled up you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, already know this is not the situation for her. She says that he hangs out with a lot of hot girls.
Yeah.
And so she feels pressure.
Already insecure. She's never met him.
Never met him, already insecure. It's like, this is going to be bad.
Yeah.
It's going to be bad.
It's a recipe for disaster.
But we're here for it.
Cut on a non-biased recipe for disaster, honey.
He buys her that like tacky big ring. That's not real. And she's like, you get me.
My style.
You understand my style. It means you get me. I'm like, girl, you just like big tacky bling. Like, this is something they get.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, so let's move on. So the next couple that we are going to talk about, we're saving the best for last, is Avery. So Avery is in love with this guy named Omar.
Okay, yeah.
Omar's 24 and he's from Syria.
Ding, 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 ding. That's not really what we do, but like, these are from Syria.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and one of these are things over there.
Yeah. Great. It's over
That's
there.
not it. Yeah,
it's over
you
there.
Can't see it.
You can't see
off
it.
Camera.
Yes, but so he's from Syria. He's Muslim. She says strict Muslim. Avery is a 19-year-old American woman, girl. Let's just call her girl because that's what the fuck she's acting like.
Yeah.
She is 19 years old. She has been a Muslim for 6 months and she has met the love of her life, Omar. And so she's going to go to Lebanon
Beirut
to meet him because she can't fly into Syria because Syria is in the middle of a civil war. So he's going to have to go to Libya to hang out. Lebanon. Sorry, not Libya, girl. That's another place you don't want to go.
Yeah.
Lebanon to hang out with her. And her and her mom are flying to Lebanon to meet him. And I love the fact that her mom is going. I love it. The thing I don't love, the thing I think that is weird and oddly ignorant, it's not oddly ignorant, it's like absolutely ignorant. It makes me not like her mom, is Avery suggesting that her mom learned a couple of words in Arabic.
Hi. Mm-hmm. She literally was like, yeah, just like, you can say like, kifik, whatever it is, I forgot she says,
Can you make whatever word you know of?
Okay, kifik is like, yeah, Lebanese hi, or, but yeah, like even shukran is thank you. And she's like, no, because I'm American. It's obvious that I am. So it's obvious that I would only speak American. It's obvious.
And that was just like the dumbest thing I have ever heard in my entire life. You go to a foreign country and you don't even want to learn how to say thank you, hi, and goodbye.
It's not even three words. You're not learning a whole language, honey. It's 3 words.
It's crazy. I need help, maybe. That's a phrase you would want to learn.
Yeah, what's the bathroom?
Yeah, she doesn't want to learn anything. And she gives this really smarmy, smug attitude. And then we're not on her side. But then the mom says other things, and then we're on her side because she's actually making sense. So it's really weird. And this is what Chris and I talked about. The family in general makes sense. But there's just there's an undercurrent line of like racism
Islamophobia.
and Islamophobia that keeps rearing itself up that makes you not like them.
Right.
Like it makes you not want to be on their side when they're actually correct. Because when you think about it, Avery has only been a Muslim for 6 months. And she is planning on going to Lebanon and then dropping a bomb on her mother and telling her mother that she's not coming back. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I'm telling her mom that she is not coming back to the US. She's in fact moving to Syria and staying with Omar. This little girl is going to move to a country that is in the middle of a civil war. And she's only been a Muslim for 6 months. And there is absolutely no reason that she needs to move to Syria to be a Muslim. There's no reason. Like, none. It's like it's almost like she honestly doesn't understand the difference between like culture. Like, she's going for the culture shock of her life. She's not going to be able to go outside and like wear all that makeup and have those clothes. She's not going to be working. She's going to be in the house. She doesn't speak the language. She's going to, like, there are better places to be a Muslim in this world.
Well, I don't think she's going there to be a Muslim. I think she's going there because she's in love with that man.
I think she's going. I thought she was part of it. Was like, I want to be a real Muslim. Like, I love the like.
Oh, I thought she like wanted to be in America, but remember he tricked her by saying that he lived in America, and then she just fell in love with him. And he lived in Syria, and she was like, "Well, I'm in love with him."
I guess maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into you, right?
I don't know. Either way.
But it is just so stressful to watch her. And then, I mean, it's like her brother was even saying that she doesn't go to fruition with things. Like, what was the example he gave?
Okay, so like this is what also makes us really question her, choices, because I guess very recently she had a whole situation. She was like, I am vegetarian now. I don't eat meat. And that's what's happening. And then the brother would just like see her like walk up to her room with plates of fried chicken. Okay. She'd hit up KFC and go up to her room with a goddamn 2 box, I'm talking about, side of coleslaw and a biscuit, go up to her room and like snack on that. And the brother would be like, yeah, I'm not vegetarian. So like when he watches her now being like, inshallah, he's just like, I see you. I know who you are. Like, I know who you are, your brother. So you're 19. Okay, go to Syria where there's a war happening. You have no idea what's happening just because you like some boy. Cool. Well, here's the thing. Just because you gave up gymnastics and that was your whole life and now you have nothing to live for, because unfortunately young girls like that, like when you get too like athletic into something like that, like living in gymnastics and something, give it all up, like you have nothing to live for.
Is this the brother still talking?
Yeah, the brother's still talking. He's very intelligent. He's like, he's like, you have to really do some self-searching and find out who you are. This is the time to do it. And you have to go to college and stay in America and like go live your life. That's what you should do. You should be like applying to like liberal arts colleges and like interesting big cities so you can go find yourself. But at the same time, have fun in Aleppo. Bye.
Yeah. Like it is so nuts. She lives in a house with her grandmother, her stepfather, her mother, and she says 5 siblings, which to me makes it seem like there's 6 of them in total. But if it's just, it looks like I can only see 3 siblings. So I feel like it's just,
what are you gonna do?
I don't know what's going on. It's really weird. But and then like that scene of she's like, this is what I would have worn 6 months ago, but now 6 months later, I only show my face and hands. It's like, you're not convincing anybody.
I know. Meanwhile, her face is like painted to the gods. Just like, I mean, I have a face painted to the gods too, but it's like, meanwhile, I only show my face and hands, false eyelashes. Just like,
yeah. She thinks she's going to the United Arab Emirates. She thinks she's going to Dubai. She doesn't know she's going to Syria. fucking pisses me off. Anyway, so that's it about Avery, you guys. I don't have much information about Omar. And, you know, whatever else happened is whatever else happened. Let's move on to Spock. What's this man's name? Tim?
Caesar?
Which
one?
The one with the eyebrows, with the Spock eyebrows.
Oh, yeah.
Tim?
Whatever I told you was true.
Okay, you told me Tim.
Okay.
So Tim is a man with eyebrows like Spock, and he's got big blue eyes, and he used to be a nerd.
I hope it's Tim.
And he's not a nerd anymore. And he has an ex-wife, Veronica, or ex-fiance, which I think is so stupid to say ex-fiance.
Mm-hmm.
Like ex-girlfriend is what she was.
Yeah.
Like ex-fiance sounds like the most contrived, like dumb thing ever. Just like, oh, we got engaged. That meant our relationship went here, I guess.
No, honey, you were at shortstop.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. You're not out at shortstop. You don't get to go back to shortstop. Shortstop is just like not a thing. You know what I'm saying? It's right.
It's a thing unless you're in it. If you're in it and you're like planning a wedding.
Yeah.
Like
it's a thing if you're in it, but like no one's, yeah.
If you're planning a wedding and you guys broke off the wedding, then I would say you're ex-fiance. That's what I would say. But if he just proposed to you and didn't like go out and spin a ring that he has to make payments on, then that's not you being a fiance. That was you being an extended girlfriend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you guys talked about it and you were going to get married, but you didn't plan on nothing and then decided not to. No, you don't get the credit.
You know, I think that she got a great situation where she like with a 1-year-old kid got like fucked over by the kid's dad, obviously, in some sort of situation. And then just like met this guy who like makes fancy guns.
Oh yeah, his guns are beautiful.
You know, they remind me of the guns again in Romeo and Juliet. Not to keep talking about this movie from 1997, but you know how the Romeo and Juliet had like the like Spanish style like fancy pistols. Anyway,
yeah, it's like a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yeah. But it was Baz Luhrmann. So at the same time, what were we talking about?
Oh, guns.
Okay, so she got a whole situation where she like met this like guy who was like not that hot but made a lot of money. She had a 1-year-old kid. He just like raised her kid. She's like kind of domineering and kind of alpha, and he's like, okay, cool, you know, and like they probably got in big fights or whatever, and then like they grew apart. But at the same time, he raised that kid that wasn't his, and like probably like paid for everything. At the end, it's like they fought over the house and cars and things. I wonder who really paid for all of that though. Yeah. I mean, it's like, and now she's like, now she's like, well, I'm not gonna let her F over my family. I'm not gonna let her, you know, like she's like very mad that he's dating someone, and like this is not the first time she's been mad at him dating someone. Like she's literally given them ultimatums in the past of like, stop dating this girl, or like I'll not let you see Chloe or something. It's very weird. Like I don't know about Veronica. She I think is manipulative. You know, there's something about her.
Thank you for that. Thank you. It was good.
Okay,
did the whole gambit of it. So that's Veronica, and she was also wearing a polka dot bra. And we saw through her confessionals that she's wearing that blue shirt with polka dot, giant polka dot bra through that. And she is, she's got great eyes. I like her light eyes. So anyways, back to Tim. Tim is dating this, I don't know, 20-something-year-old Instagram model who also has a child named Violet. Something.
Violet. I think Violet sounds good.
And she is pissed off that Tim and Veronica have a relationship. She does not like it. She thinks it's weird that he's best friends with his ex-fiance.
She's not wrong.
Is it weird? Yeah, they share a kid.
So I think like we're gonna see. I think that she does things like calling him and being like, "Have you ate?" I'd be like,
"Oh yeah, that's weird.
That's my question.
That's weird."
No. You can ask your child that question, and the man you're dating or living with. And then I got this man. I'm taking care of this man. You have a child to take care of.
I mean, she's not taking care of this man at all. She's like getting everything.
I'm talking about
he's
like
taking care of. He's taking care of her.
Stuff.
And so yeah, he sits down on a couch with a yellow background, and he FaceTimes her, and she asks him for money and to buy her a dress, and he recognizes. And this is the one thing about Tim that I find to be very amazing. Tim is a man who went out of the country on purpose to find love. And he found a very specific type of woman. Mm-hmm. And he saw her and he said to himself, I have to take care of her. I mean, I have the money too, but I have to take care of her because if I don't take care of her, someone else will. And my lifestyle is conducive to being able to take care of her because I have a Porsche, I've got a house, I take care of my ex-girlfriend and her child. I make a lot of money and I can send her X amount of money and do whatever and help her take care of her kid too. So I'm going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay because I understand the game.
Mm-hmm.
And
she's worth it.
She's worth it. This
she's
is
worth it.
Literally everything that Colty and who else got a hot wife and didn't know how to take care of him? Colty, let's use that as an example. Because I think, what's his name, takes care of Hazel. I feel like Tariq takes care of Hazel.
Yeah.
And so, like, and he's not going to make her feel like, oh, you came to the U.S., you need to be my
cheap wife.
Yeah. Anyways, but this is what it is. Like, this is what's happening. He understands the game. He understands what he's buying, what he's getting himself into. And so I appreciate him for that. I mean, he's a simp. He's definitely a simp. He's definitely a sucker. He definitely has low self-esteem. Like, him in the gym was just like...
That was the craziest thing. I can't believe it. I couldn't... Why even have that shot? If you're...
What? Those they look like car wheels, like a little baby car wheel.
Yeah, I don't know what those are called. Like, not the opposite of barbells, like the ones you like put on a bar and go up.
It was so hilarious.
Yeah, like his brother is like his personal trainer, you know, like, and it looks like both of them need one, you know, like
just like so weird. Speaking of weird, let's move on.
Okay, to our favorite.
Caesar.
You guys,
Caesar.
This is the new golden boy of this is our favorite. This is crazy. This is where we were like, Angela and Michael, oh my God, weren't on this episode and we didn't even realize it because Caesar happened. Okay?
Caesar's a 46-year-old man in Jacksonville, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
He lives by himself.
Mm-hmm.
In the morning, he wakes up and gets ready for work and he meditates. And then he gets up, he gets on his bike and he bikes to work. It takes him 15 minutes. And when he gets there, he's asking you if you want gel or dip powder. This is a grown-ass black man who is a nail tech.
Aloha nails. Mahalo.
And he is with this 28-year-old Ukrainian woman who is a receptionist. Her name is Maria, and she is fucking beautiful.
Oh
she
my
is
God.
Hot as fuck. He's hot as fuck. Go ahead.
I mean, she's just hot as sin. And she also does filters on her pictures. And I'm like, you don't even need them. You're really, really pretty. Like, so pretty, in fact, that it has put him under a spell, like a beauty spell. Like the kind of thing that, like, when you're a young girl, you like are like, does that even happen? Like, but this is the only thing I can think of. Like, yeah, she has cast a spell on him.
He is obviously an idiot, but what it is for him is that he just is a sad, lonely man. Thank you so much, Courtney. Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, you guys are great.
Thank you for the super chat. You didn't like say anything.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
We're gonna say your name, honey.
Courtney. Okay, so back to Caesar. So Caesar met Maria on this wonderful little website. This great little website that actually does a service to American men. It helps them to meet Ukrainian women, and just to like find somebody to love, because you just want the fairy tale life, and you want to find your soulmate. So you go to Anastasia.com or Anastasia Dating or Anastasia
what a
Internet.
nonprofit organization. It sounds like it does the Lord's work for free, connecting people.
Yeah, like in like Russian-esque areas, not Russia, but Ukraine is close, and it's just like he just was there and he met this wonderful woman who fills him up, and she's, quote, smart, kind, and funny. And we heard her talk to him, and she was not kind, not funny.
Oh, those videos were hilarious, though.
I mean,
my husband. Oh my husband, baby. You're such a big daddy. I'll never say your name because I send this with a little arrow to a list of 400 different dumbass men in different countries. Beep.
She's probably so rich.
So rich.
Just rolling in the Ukrainian dollar. Just so rich.
The Marble Palace.
He bought her roses and an email, like roses, and then the opportunity to email her, and he added his number.
Mm-hmm.
And it cost him $450, not including the amount that it costs him monthly to be on the website.
Yeah.
Like thank you, Game On, for the super chat sticker. I love the little unicorn. Thank you.
That's so cute. I've never seen that. I've never seen a sticker.
It's a sticker. You can do a sticker instead of a phrase.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
It's like My Little Pony.
Yeah. So $450, this man has wasted all of his money on this person who is not going to come to the US to marry him and live in his house while he goes and touches women's feet all day. What does he think is going to happen in the long run? This is like, what is his long game? He doesn't understand what the future holds. Like, he's going to have this woman walking out of his house, going to the store and getting groceries for her. Yeah. Like, what is he going to do? Take care of her when she gets, Chris, what is his plan?
And so his plan is, I guess, is for her to sit at the Bowflex and do her make full face every morning. Okay. Because, okay. Like, that's what we're going back to, like, men at least understand something like Tim, if that's what his name is, like, gets that he has money and maybe he can afford some woman to, like, come into his life. But Caesar, you know what I mean? Yeah. Caesar just thinks that, like, this gorgeous ass model from the Ukraine is going to come live with him in Jacksonville, Florida, and where he lives with, like, I mean, there's no eggs, no bacon. He's clipping coupons. You know what I'm saying?
He's got nail polish on his finger from last night's work. You know, like shift. It's just like,
because the woman was like, "Well, what does this color look like?" And he was like, "Okay."
Like, just so ridiculous, you guys. It's so. I mean, you know what's also ridiculous? That damn baby throw rug that was on his back of his couch. He has like a child's heart blanket on the back of his couch that he sits on. So anyways, he is so excited because he's going to go to the Ukraine to meet with Maria. This is his fourth attempt at trying to meet with Maria. The first time, he says the travel agent lost half her money. The second time, she missed her flight. And the third time, she missed something on her passport. He doesn't know quite what, but there was something not on her passport. And I thought, what, a visa? Is that what? That's the only thing that attaches. Otherwise, like, then she didn't have a passport. How do you missing something on your passport? Like, no,
it's one passport. It's all you can.
Yeah, missing out. Unless she didn't get a visa, and that's what was missing. Thank you so much, Ernestine. Oh, thank you. I love that you watched. Thank you so much. Name. Ernestine. It's like classic. Yeah,
I love it.
So he calls her and says, "Babe, I'm so excited you buy your ticket. You know, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm coming." And she's like, "You can't come here. It's snowing. It's not going to be comfortable for me to take you around." And he's like, "It doesn't matter. We can just go to a little coffee shop. I see all your friends. I want to meet all your friends. I want to meet your family. I want to learn your culture." And she's just like, "No, that can't happen. I'm sorry, baby." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And then they hang up. And then no, she says Mexico. She suggests Mexico instead.
Like, instead, why don't you pay for me to leave? You leave, and we all go somewhere really beautiful like Mexico.
Like, it's crazy. Why doesn't she offer to come to the U.S. for a little bit? Like, why Mexico? Because maybe she wants a trip out of him now. And then
or she doesn't want to meet him ever.
Doesn't want to meet him ever. She's just not going to show up in Mexico. He's going to be there, and she's just not going to show up. It is crazy. We had a sneaky suspicion that the person who was doing sending him the filtered Snapchat videos was not the same person that was calling him or talking to him on the phone. And we kind of thought one way, and then we thought the other way. And now at this point, I'm not sure.
So yeah, now that I heard her voice again, I felt like that was that voice, like very kind of mean, you know, like very low. Looks like she's always just like rolled out of bed before her coffee. It sounds like she is literally always talking like like she, you know.
Yeah, and he's just not imagining that. And like, why don't they FaceTime?
Great question.
Why don't they FaceTime?
Great question.
She obviously has a phone that has a camera. If she's able to do Snapchat filtered things, why don't they get on WhatsApp and FaCetime? But they don't. And so that is really suspect to me as well. Every other couple that had somebody out that called them was FaceTime.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so like she says that she's not kind. He tries to tell her that he doesn't have enough money to do that. And she says, "What are you talking about? You're so selfish." It's because like it's just like it's crazy. I'm sorry. I'm skipping ahead. Oh my God. Thank you, Vicky Vale. Miss and love seeing you two together again. Thank you so much. So let me go in order. Let me explain to you what's going on. Okay, so she says, let's go to Mexico. He decides he's going to try to make it happen. So he goes to his job and asks his boss for an advance. His boss foolishly says yes, but also tells him, everybody here thinks that you're crazy and that this person is using you, just so you know. Here's the money. So he gives him the money. He then Western Unions it to Maria, and he like walks into the Western Union office like this, like he like weird waddle. He gets in there, gives $2,000. Then he gets home, he calls her, and he says, "Oh, hey, Maria, did you get the money?" And she's like, "I did get the money." He's like, "Did you buy the ticket?" And she's like, "No, I didn't buy the ticket. I can't leave."
Didn't you read the news, you dumbass American? Oh God, you're so horrible. You know, just he's like, what? He's like, get out of your own life and read the news once. Russia just bombed us and we're like martial law and nothing could happen. Like,
and it's like the craziest thing. It's like, what do you mean? That would have been national news. And I looked it up. That last happened in 2014. That at least the American media is telling us. And then the other thing that happened in 2018 in December was Russia like attacked a Ukrainian boat in the Black Sea. So if that's what she's talking about, that's not going to get her grounded. She's going to be able to fly to Mexico.
She definitely also got that money. So leave, and also she didn't have to leave to book a ticket. You can just do it online. I mean, I didn't tell you.
It's just so much. Oh my God, thank you so much, Angel Heart, for the £5.
Ooh,
ow, that's like $7 US. Ow.
Oh my God. And everyone is being so lovely. We thank you so much. Angel, Jasmine. Oh,
thank you so much, Jasmine. Sending you a small amount of money. That's great. Doesn't matter. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
But you guys, if you want to say something, you can put that in there as well. So just to let you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll read
it. So it's just so crazy with Caesar. Like, I just don't know if I feel bad for him because he's obviously being taken advantage of, because it seems like he just wants love. But then at the same time, like, you grown ass man.
He seems a little like there's something there. Like he seems like mildly delusional, and by mildly I mean completely in every way delusional. And so I can't. He also, it's weird because he seems very genuine, right? Like this is where this show shines, because this does not seem fake. This seems like a real person they found who delusionally thinks this 100%.
Yeah, and then he's like. He's like, but you can't just come here. And she's like, I can't. You're just worried about yourself. You don't care about me. I can't just do those things. You're in America. And he's like, okay, well then, babe, be safe. She's like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I'll be safe. Don't worry, I'll survive. And he's like, okay, babe, well, I'll get you out of there. We'll figure out a way to get you out of there. I'm like, I'm sorry, Mr. Jacksonville, Florida nail tech. You're somehow going to figure out how to get your girlfriend out of Ukraine because Russia has attacked. What? I'm sorry, do you know somebody in political office? Are you going to get her who do you know? Who do you know that's going to be able to get her out of the Ukraine when supposedly all of the planes are grounded? Yeah. But you're going to figure out a way to get her out. And then afterwards he starts to cry. He's so sad that he can't meet her. And this is the 4th time that she's done this. And when producers ask him why he didn't buy her ticket, he says, I didn't buy her ticket because I trust her. I'm like, that's not a reason. The reason would be I didn't buy her ticket because I wanted her to get a cheaper deal, or I didn't buy her ticket because she said she found a certain way to do it. So I didn't,
Yeah, it's just a friend that works for an airline.
Yeah, something. That's not a reason. Like, because I trust her. So why would that even be in your mind if you did trust her? You would not even have a moment of doubt. You would not even think about not trusting her.
Unless literally it went, like the conversation went like this, like, I'll buy your ticket, like, no, give the money to me instead. And he's like, oh, why? She's like, don't you trust me? Oh, and then he was like, oh, I trust you. And he's like, okay. And then so that's why he's like, why'd you get the money? Because I trust her.
Yeah.
Because she put me in a spot. It made me feel like she was going to leave me. And so I said I trusted her, and I don't, but I do in this moment. And I said that. Right?
Yeah. I mean, when she says, thanks for the advice, I'll survive. I thought that was really fucking shitty. And I'm like, you just described her as smart, kind, and funny.
No.
You told her to be safe and that you hope everything's okay. And she tells you, thanks for the advice. I will survive. You fucking idiot. You know nothing. You're dumb.
And then he's like, well, I guess I'll just work day and night. I just said, you know what? I will go to Mexico. Oh no, I'm going back. Sorry, I'm dumb. Hi.
No, yeah, I don't know. I mean, you're fine. It's just like we're all over the place. He's all over the place, and it's just like a lot.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. What a great new cast.
Yeah. And we haven't even heard from the Nigerian. No, I don't know where she's from. Kenya or Nigerian, the African girl and the white guy.
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't heard from Angela and Michael. I was hoping it wouldn't be so many people because I want a nice 1 hour episode, but they're not going to give it to us. So unfortunately, before the 90 days is going to have to be live because it's too much for me to be able to edit unless I just specifically do like funny people, like unless I don't do every couple. So if I watch it and Angela and Michael are on it, obviously I have to do it, right? Like, and if if it's a good thing,
do that. Yeah.
But a 2 hour one, it's not going to be a regular recap. It might just be like, here's my impression of what happened with them. Like it might be like pockets. I don't know.
I'm going to do a regular recap because I haven't been doing any of the shows, and I really, really love this cast. So I'll jump back in and I'll do regular edited recaps for this season.
Yeah,
that'll be on my channel.
So many shows.
Yeah.
So yeah, Chris will come back in and do this episode. I mean, do this season of Before the 90 Days because it's going to be a really good one, and we hope that you guys will join us on this journey. We want to thank those of you who are watching right now, and thanks to you who are not watching live. This is the end of the episode. We're going to now go to our comment section so you guys can cut out and go about your day, but we'll see you next week. And so thank you so much for watching. Have a great week. Remember to be you, be true, and find your place. Bye.
But we're still here.
All right. So let's move it on in.
We're not leaving. We're still here.
We're not leaving. We're still in.
Yeah. We're just going to read now things. Thumbs it up, you guys. Oh
yeah. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up.
Oh yeah. Now it's just us.
Now it's just us, you guys.
Yeah.
Let me get my glasses so I can read the comments.
I wish there was a snack you can bring.
I wish there was too.
There's those chickpea puffs.
Okay.
Or
you guys go get your snack.
Or hummus, yeah. Or hummus and Okay, you guys, we're gonna have a little mukbang. Talk about this. You guys, how exciting, how great was this episode? Were you guys the whole time like, yes, brand new people, they're not fake, they're brand new? Like, were you just like, oh, did you guys notice that Angela and Michael weren't there and were the whole time, or was the whole time you like waiting for Angela and Michael? I want to know. Yeah, he can get no one from Syria can come to America right now. It's like that's the whole like refugee crisis. That's why he can't come in. I'm just seeing before that Alan is getting a sex change. What?
What? That sounds like the most ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you heard that too?
Nimble's my elder. You guys are so funny. I can't believe this. Isn't this so crazy? I love this episode. Okay. We're next. We're just talking. I'm not actually watching Big Brother, even though I usually do. This cheese is not as good.
The next day?
Yeah, or like maybe we left it out. It has to be cold or something like that.
No, that was inside the refrigerator.
I don't tell you, it doesn't taste as good as it usually does.
Oh.
Not usually, but it did before.
Okay. Angela is my elder. We're next. Oh, they are next. I don't know what's happening. Love that you snort when you laugh and aren't embarrassed. Ernestine says, I just saw part 2 with Michelle and Angela, with Michael and Angela. Oh, okay.
For part 2?
I don't understand what that means. Jasmine says, didn't notice the show is my mindless pleasure. Yo, Michael was going hard for Trump. I mean, yeah, he doesn't know any better. Is there plates that? Oh, okay. Look, you see the? No, here, they're here. All right. Anything interesting? I don't see anything.
Yeah, you guys are like not even talking. I mean, they're talking, but you're like
talking about random things.
I love when Angela said that she wanted a half American and African wedding with flowers, bang, bang, bang.
I haven't watched that.
Like, do we miss the part 2? What is part 2? Like, is this on the app? I'm like, what's happening? That was funny. We don't need Darcy and her ugly cries this season, but we're gonna get it, honey.
Yeah.
You might not want it, but you're gonna get it. It's on YouTube.
Oh, I know.
You guys.
I feel like there's 324 people in this room. Can we get a thumbs up?
Oh yeah, you guys. You want me to sing my song? Well, should I sing it?
Yeah.
God, we're done talking about this episode, and you guys are gonna watch us chow down. We're eating hummus from Zanku Chicken. We're eating this like organic creamy cashew fiesta dip from Trader Joe's. I don't know how I feel about it. Well, likes it. With jicama sticks, rainbow carrots, and we have to bully over here, but I don't have to get like it's gonna like eat it with. Okay.
Let's see if there are any questions from my Q&A.
Oh yeah. I do think TLC is just paying for her and Stacey's house.
I've
For
never thought of
People's
it.
Couch and for this episode because they want them to like have their own spinoff.
So here's the poll I did on Instagram. 82% of the people do not feel sorry for Caesar. I said, do you feel sorry for Caesar? And then the answers were, he just wants love. And then the other answer is, no, that fool is grown. And most people feel like, no, that fool is grown. So nobody feels sorry that he got caught up in this whole situation. All right. So we only have 2 questions. The one question is, what type of work do you do? No, I'm not going to tell you that. The second one is, who are your favorite ever couple on 90 Day Fiancé? Anfisa and George.
Mm-hmm.
Anfisa and George are my favorite couple of all time.
Angela and Michael very close.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And the worst one, I really hated Alexi, or like what's her name, and Lauren and Lexi.
I really, really don't like Eric and Leda. I feel like they ruined the franchise.
You're right. Leda did. Well, I guess Eric helped. But like, yeah, that was really dark. What a dark season that was.
Yeah.
Even as dark and as Colton and Marissa got, there was still like the happy clowns in that season in comparison to watching this man just like dump his kids and be with this woman, you know?
Who is insane.
Yeah, this like insane, cold-hearted snake.
Look into her eyes. Uh-oh. She's been telling lies.
Get my red makeup back! Angel.
Oh. I didn't watch that episode when she yelled that.
I gotta stop this like chowing.
All right, you guys. There's nothing really popping on this. You guys don't have that many questions. There's still 300 people in the room. So we're going to go.
Wait, before you go to subscribe to my channel. Just like if you're just like hanging around, we just like you're not subscribed, will you go to my channel and subscribe? Because I'm going to put up an edited review of the first episode. And so you have to like see when that happens. If you get a notification situation. So Chris Farah is my YouTube. And also follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Chris L. Farah. The L is for Lickama, which is Hickama with an L. Which is
that worked.
I know, it was great.
That worked. All right, you guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry that this Q&A at the end didn't have much cues for me to A, but it is what it is. All right, you guys have a fantastic evening. This is the real end of the stream. Say bye, Chris.
Bye, Chris.